Hi guys, this is the video update for our third day, right,
I think so.
in Germany on our 21-day trip through Europe. For those of you who haven't watched, if this happens to be your first one, we're just doing this vlog to kind of serve as like a nice souvenir for us, I guess, so we can remember things we did more clearly and
how we felt.
Have these records for ourselves, and then second, just to update any family or friends who are back home who care to watch these. And then third is we try to offer like a few things we learned when while traveling or before we left. Or
tips and tricks.
Yeah, for anyone who's headed to Europe in the near future. So yeah, this was our third day in Germany. We're staying just on the east side of Munich.
In a place called Haar.
Yes, Haar is like the... I don't know.
Suburb, I guess?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so today we started off heading to Dachau, to the concentration camp memorial.
Yeah. The memorial is free to view. Parking is €3.
Yes, you could probably find it on the street for free, but in their lot it's $3, and we just did it.
Yeah.
Paid €3 for parking.
Yeah.
And then you can also pay for an audio guide.
Which is €3.50
That's right.
per person. We actually heard a great tip from Rick Steves. He said, he suggests bringing like an audio splitter for your headphones.
So that two people could share one audio guide.
Yeah.
We were going to do that, but decided not to do the audio guide because it said it takes about 2.5 hours to go through the whole thing.
We didn't have as much time to do. Yeah.
So it didn't end up doing that, but it's a really big concentration camp.
It's actually, and we didn't know this before we left, it's actually the first of all of the concentration camps, and every concentration camp after was modeled after Dachau. So
yeah, it was in use since like 33 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a tour around. You get to see some of like the barracks where the prisoners were held. You get to see a few different like religious memorials have been set up afterwards, obviously. And then there's a big museum that you can go through with the audio guide and just read a ton of history and
testimonials from some of the people that were
like all the way from
there
before, the like very beginning to like
until the American troops came in.
And well after, people fighting to like get the memorial, established and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. We probably spent 2 hours there, so
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah, and it was free, so it's obviously worth it if you're in the area.
And you're really interested in World War II history and just it's a really enriching experience. It's very somber and you're going and you're paying respects basically, and you're honoring what happened there, and that kind of thing. But it's a really it's a really good experience to have, I think, as a person. It's really cool.
So from there we had lunch. We've been doing.
We got gas today for the first time.
Yes.
It wasn't that scary. It wasn't really that different from the US.
It was €1.16 per
liter.
So the rental minivan that we've been using took like
almost
I think over 40 liters.
Oh yeah.
No, maybe not. Yeah, it was like 70 euro. So it was
a good amount, but
yes,
we've been going everywhere.
Yeah,
by
so it was
car.
like, I don't know, 50 liters or something, but
yeah, a lot.
But yeah, so it's expensive, but it's worth it for the freedom that we had since we were in like 3 or 4 different German cities in the span of 3 or 4 days, and then tomorrow we head
towards the Austrian border.
Yeah, so it gives us some freedom. But yeah, and then had lunch. We've tried to do a lot of grocery shopping because it's like very cheap.
Really cheap, great prices.
Yeah.
We've been able to provide ourselves like multiple breakfasts and lunches for like €10, averaging about €10. Like for breakfast and like lunch combined.
So we just been keeping it simple. But yeah, we did that for lunch and then headed into Munich.
For a
Walking tour.
Yeah, walking tour. So it's free. It's just like tips, whatever you can pay, basically.
Yeah, the company is
Sandyman or Sandman or something.
Sandeman.
N, double N.
Mm-mm.
Oh, whatever. No double N.
But yeah, so it was a free walking tour of Munich, and they kind of hit the highlights, some of the history of Munich and all that.
We got to see a lot of the city, and the guides give you really good tips on food and, places to see and how to get to different things that you want to do and stuff. So it's really cool. I think that you should book in advance if you're going to do something like that. I think just as a courtesy to them, since they do it for free.
I guess to make sure that there's going to be people there.
Yes, to make sure that so it's worth it, like for them.
Show up.
Right, but the people that do this are just really passionate about, educating people who come into the city and, that kind of thing. So you get a really, fun experience with this. So, and we felt like we learned a lot and got a lot out of the time we had in the city.
So yeah, that was 3 hours, which kind of sounds like a lot for a walking tour, but that's mostly like all the time we had in Munich that we'll have for the whole trip. So
and it didn't feel like 3 hours of walking, and no entertainment at all. It was really entertaining. And great.
And like we said, that's free, or if you tip, it can be as cheap as you want or need it to be. Yeah. So recommend that as well.
Yeah.
And then we headed home because we have an early morning tomorrow, and we're tired.
We are. We've got a lot of blisters and sore legs, but we're sleeping really good.
Yeah.
Every night we sleep for we're dead asleep. So, but it's been really good.
So yeah, we're home, and then tomorrow's our last day in Germany before we fly out.
Sad. I love Germany.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, that's all we have for today. It was kind of a short day.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you guys are enjoying these and getting some useful information. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Okay.
Bye guys.